Hello, this is Orion from 27 Collective. Today we released VOXEL 1.4.3 update, and in this video we're gonna go through all of the new features and changes that are introduced with this update. I don't have anything prepared beforehand, so I'm gonna open the changelog here and we're gonna go through all of these changes one by one. So first let's cover changes in the post type editor. I'm gonna go to post types and edit a post type. So in the previous update we added ability to add fields using drag and drop. In this update this ability is also added to search filters and also search orders. A new feature added to the field editor is the ability to quickly duplicate fields. So you can do that by clicking the duplicate icon here, and that will quickly create a copy of that field. Another small improvement to this area is when you apply conditional logic or visibility rules. So let's quickly enable conditional logic and save changes. So once conditions are added, the conditions action will appear here. First of all, letting you know that conditions are applied to this field, and if you click on it, you will be quickly sent to the conditions screen. Let's now go back to the general tab. So in the general tab there are some new options to control the behavior of a post type. So for example, under archive page you can now enable or disable the archive page for this post type completely, and you can also enable or disable the native archive query. By default the archive query is disabled in VOXEL as we use a custom solution. But if you want, you can enable it. Then in your archive you can add the post feed widget and set the source to a WP default archive. Another section here is additional options. So here you can find different options related to this post type, such as enabling the block editor, making the post type hierarchical, enabling page attributes, post excerpt, and the last option here is publicly queryable. So this can be enabled or disabled. If you disable this option, it basically means the post won't have a standard URL in front end, and the post type won't have an archive page either. And also the post type won't be featured on the sitemap. So this can be used to create some post types for private uses, or for example to create certain post types such as team members, where you're gonna display them using post feed, but you don't necessarily need single post pages, archives, and so on. Let's proceed. The next item in the changelog is the data inputs module for product types. So if we added a product type that we have created, under modules there's now this data inputs module which you can enable. So data inputs can be used to collect additional information about the item that is being purchased. And once you enable it, you can add data inputs under the data inputs tab. There are various field types that are available here to be used for different purposes. Currently I'm editing on the e-commerce demo, and we're gonna edit the product type that was used to create this product. So let's go back and edit this product type. And we're gonna enable data inputs, and under data inputs we're gonna add a text input. Let's just name it something and add some placeholder. Save changes, and now once we reload the product page, the input will appear here in the product form. So there are various data inputs available. First one is text. There's text area, there's number, which can be displayed either as an input or a stepper. There is select, which can be displayed as a drop down, buttons or radio buttons. There's multi-select, which can be displayed as checkboxes or buttons. Email, switcher, and URL. So this module can be enabled for any product type, regardless if it's regular, variable, or booking product. As an example, we're gonna edit this appointment product type. So let's go to product types and edit the appointment product type and enable data inputs. And this time we're gonna add a multi-select data input. We're gonna pick display mode as checkboxes, and we're gonna add some options. Let's save changes. And once we reload the page, the checkboxes will appear in the product form. Let's change the display mode to buttons just to see how they look. So something to clarify, unlike add-ons, which are different options that affect the price of the product, data inputs are used only to collect information and they don't affect the actual product price. Let's proceed with the changelog. The next items are also related to product types. So if we go to product type settings, then go to Stripe payments, there is a new option here which enables or disables promotion codes during checkout. So these are promotion codes that can be created in your Stripe account for discounts and special offers. Another option added to product types under orders is the ability to enable or disable direct messages on the order page. So within the order page, once an order is submitted, the customer can message the vendor and the vendor can message the customer using the action here. So this option lets you enable or disable that whole functionality. Let's proceed. There are two visibility rules related to products. So we're gonna edit the products post type again, and we're gonna edit the single post template. Let's add a random widget here and enable visibility rules. So first, when using user has bought product condition, you can leave this empty to reference the current product, or you can add a custom post ID to reference any product on your site. So depending if the user has bought a certain product, you can show or hide an element on your site. And the next condition is user is customer of author. So this condition can be used for various things. One example is to create a Substack style monetization model where the users will subscribe to an author, and after subscription is confirmed, all of the submissions by that author are unlocked for that user. Similar to the previous condition, you can reference the current post author or any author on the site by inputting the ID here. The next item in the changelog is a new app event related to bookable products. So here we go to VOXEL app events and select a bookable product here. There is a new app event, booking placed. So this event is triggered right after the booking is placed and not necessarily confirmed yet. Let's proceed. Next we have some items related to paid membership function in VOXEL. So the first one, under membership settings, you can now require billing address collection during checkout. Another change related to memberships is under membership customers. The free users on the site will be listed here as well, not just the paid customers. And you can edit the free users and manually assign a plan here. So in this installation there are no other plans, but once you create them they will show up for selection here. So you can manually assign plans to users. Let's proceed. Next we have some tweaks. The first one is during guest checkout, the pay now button is disabled until the user accepts the terms and conditions. I think this is self-explanatory, so I'm not going to show it. The next tweak, during cart summary, when the cart subtotal is equal to 0, the price will be displayed as free instead of showing 0. And the pay now button will say continue instead. The next tweak is on the recurring date field. The all day event is now unchecked by default. Previously it was checked. This is a small tweak. The customer avatar now links to the actual user profile. This was recently requested. The next tweak is related to the location filter. So upon searching for an address and pressing enter, the search will be submitted right away. So let's test this in the directory demo. I'm gonna search for London and press enter, and it will automatically submit the search. And the rest of the items here are various fixes for bugs that have been. In addition to what is listed on the changelog, the update also includes the new car rental demo. And also the directory demo is updated to include events as well. I hope you enjoy this VOXEL update. I want to thank all VOXEL users who make all of this possible, and I want to ensure you that we are actively working to make the product even better in the weeks and months to come. Thanks for listening, and goodbye.